What's going on, all my fellow Jaguars? This is another vlog episode of Jaguars Den, hosted by none other than Kameron, Devon crew. Yes, indeed. Getting 2023 started off right. I'm about to get back in the gym. I have a whole new goal to put on around 10 pounds of muscle, and I'm about to shoot across town to one of my really good friends' gym that he owns. His name is Jordan Ramirez, and he's actually a 3-time bodybuilding champion. So y'all are gonna be in for a good episode today. We're gonna go through a leg workout circuit, and we're gonna push it hard. We're gonna stay consistent, so I'll be coming out with regular weekly vlogs of me working out. Jordan will be in a lot of them, so stay tuned. All right, so like I was saying, we're about to head over to Jordan Ramirez's gym. My first time actually over here, so right when we hit the parking lot, we'll show y'all the front of it, so when you're out in Vegas, you can come over here and get you a good workout from a 3-time champion bodybuilder. Yes, indeed. And it's important to support, your local entrepreneurs. It's important to support other individuals like myself who have, we're influencers, we're entrepreneurs, and we're genuinely on a mission to, through our content and what we do, to help people empower themselves to be better versions of themselves. So everything we're doing is on a real positive movement, and I ain't gonna give a spoiler alert, but me and Jordan are likely gonna partner together on the Jaguars Den online course, and also come out with an ebook where this is strictly for men. The Jaguars Den is, for men who are high income earners, who live a high-end lifestyle, that want to maximize their results in the game in terms of success with women, in terms of their personal development, and in terms of their fitness, their overall physique, and their health, so they can have a better quality of living. So that's what the Jaguars Den is about men who want to live at the most competitive end of life. You know what I mean? Like top 10% type of men who really want to live the ideal lifestyle and kind of design their lifestyle and enjoy it as much as possible, whether that be having a great, husband-wife relationship with a beautiful woman raising a family, whether that be a man who wants to go out here and enjoy and have good experiences with beautiful women around the globe, whatever kind of lifestyle you want. That's what this product is for, that men who are not complacent, who are trying to get the most out of life and devour it and bite into it by the throat and suck all the life force out of it and the nectars and blood and juice and just make life its prey. That's effectively what the Jaguars Den is. Yes, indeed. So, yeah, we're probably going to partner together, and I'm gonna teach the game in terms of success with women. Jordan is going to give you all the information and regiments that you need to get your physique in order and get your health in order. And we are going to collaborate on the self-development side of the content, because the self-development knowledge that I have, in my experience of going through my personal development journey, improving my mindset, gaining mastery over my, self-control effectively, and becoming more successful in business and with women, everything that I had to learn in order to do that, I'm going to give you that knowledge, but Jordan's going to give you the knowledge of self-development, that you need to have the right mindset, the right emotional control, the right discipline to be able to actually achieve your fitness goals. Because I know a lot of you dudes, you do genuinely want to get in better shape. You want to have a stronger mindset. You want more confidence. You want to get your money better, and you want better results with women, and you want to live a happier life. But the problem is, year after year, you get in motion towards your goals, but you fall off. You work hard, but you neglect the gym. Maybe you work hard, you got your money right, and you got some women, but you're still out of shape. Maybe you work hard, you have women, you're in good shape, but you're unhappy. You see what I'm saying? So you need the self-development mastery to be able to actually perform at a high level on all of these things, so you can ultimately be happy and live a rewarding and fulfilling life. So y'all just stay tuned with us along this journey. Stay tuned into our podcast episodes. Stay tuned into more vlogs such as this. and just soak up as much knowledge as possible. Swipe. Yes, indeed. All right, so we just pulled up to the gym over here, somewhere around Rville, kind of on the southwest side of Vegas by the Palms Hotel. About to get it in, man. It's my first time here, so I've never seen the gym. I'm excited. And we about to get it in. Yo, what's going on, man?
Welcome in. Come see what I built.
Indeed. So what's the name of the gym, man?
Perfect Gym.
Perfect Gym.
Perfect Gym.
Where is this at for people who might be coming into town on vacation?
Right off the strip, located between the Palms and the Orleans Casino. Right off the strip, you can find us at 4620 South Rville. We specialize in private training, nutrition coaching, one-on-one sessions, and if you just want a private gym to get away from the fucking crowd, you come here. Where real lifters lift.
Indeed. Man, I'm excited to see what you built, bro.
Yeah, come on back. So we got the cardio mainly in the front, a couple Stairmasters here, and all the action takes back here. All the weight that you could possibly need.
Yeah.
We got the combo racks, squat racks, deadlift platforms, every different type of barbell you could possibly need, squat bars, deadlift bars, power bars. If you don't care about all that stuff, then you just have access to it. Cables, we got the dumbbells, and everything in here. I like to use kilos, because then most people don't like to add them up, and then you don't know what the fuck you're lifting. You actually have to feel it out and make sure that you can actually do it.
Yeah.
Instead of adding up pounds and trying to ego lift and whatnot. So we've been trying to get together for a minute now. Finally, we both very busy professionals. We found the time. So I'm gonna take my man through a leg day today. We're doing it high intensity, interval training style. I got the workout on the board. Couple compound movements, squat, deadlift, Bulgarians, GHR, and then we're gonna superset it all with some Stairmasters for a minute. We're gonna do 4 rounds through, and I know you're the yoga master, and what else? What are you telling me? What else do you like to do?
Man, I have a background in professional dance.
Okay.
So through high school, I did dance. I got into yoga after I quit dancing just to get the same kind of movement. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
So I got a True Fusion over here in town. We consider ourselves yoga athletes, so I train with a lot of people who do like Cirque du Soleil and shit.
Okay.
And we did the Yoga Olympics last year. So as far as flexibility and just the strength training that you get from like the mind-body connection, my conditioning is solid on that.
I already know.
I haven't hit like heavy like weights in a second, so you know what I mean?
So it's not really ever about the weight, really.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
about what you do with it. So we can keep it light today even. I'm not gonna go anywhere near my max, maybe closer to 30, 40% of what I can do on these lifts. And I want you to do the same. It's more about having the right form, keeping the right tempo, and really grinding into the muscle. Kind of like in yoga, that mind to muscle connection, being in control of your body, same type of thing, and that's what we're gonna focus on today.
Right, because that's what builds the physique, right?
That's what actually builds it. Yeah, people,
that's different from
you don't
power
want to ego lift. You don't want to just get in there and just move the weight.
You try to get as much
You want
as
to
you
use
can.
the correct muscle to move the weight the
sure.
right way. So let's warm up. Let's get to it.
All right.
So before any type of workout, really, whether you're maybe a professional, any type of sports player, maybe even yoga, you want to do some type of cardiovascular warm-up and dynamic stretches. So that's what we're going to start with. We're going to burn 100 calories just on the treadmill, just to get our heart rate in the right place. All right, let's kick it off. Anybody I've ever taught is to not look at the time when it comes to cardio, but actually look at the calories burned. Because then when it comes to your nutrition, you can tie that directly in with your meals.
Right.
So now I know that if we're burning 100 calories to warm up, if we burn maybe 200 to 300 calories during our lift and our routine, and then I burn 100 calories after, I know that we burned 500 calories throughout this whole workout.
Right.
Now I can tie that in with how many calories I consume today, and put myself either at a deficit or a surplus, or keep myself at maintenance, depending on what I'm trying to do with my body.
Right, so you can stay shredded, or you can bulk.
Stay shredded, I can bulk, I want to stay the same. Exactly.
Yeah, that makes sense. So normally when I do cardio, I would just pick like 20 minutes and just do it.
Right, but that could be 20 minutes intense and you burn 1,000 calories, or 20 minutes bullshitting and you burn 10.
Yeah, for sure, that makes sense.
You never know.
Yeah, that does make sense. Yeah, man, my main thing was a lot of guys who come to me for consultation on successful women, self-development. One of the main problems is I can break down the game they need, the understanding they need. I can give them a plan of action, but their follow-through is inconsistent.
Okay.
And part of that is low self-esteem, maybe a lack of courage.
Right.
But a big thing is I know these guys just don't have the discipline.
Absolutely.
And the same guys who can't follow through tend to also be out of shape. So I feel like if guys focus on getting their fitness where it needs to be, they'll develop the discipline they need to carry through in other things. What do you think about that?
I think it just comes down to foundation. I think if you have, like you said, the discipline to take yourself through hell every day in a workout,
Right.
whether you want to or not,
Yep.
keep yourself on a diet. You know, maybe it's not even for the appearance part, maybe it's just for your overall health. And you're gonna have this general belief about yourself that you really don't give a fuck what a bitch thinks.
Yeah.
Sorry, a woman thinks, or anybody thinks. And you're, you know, because you know you're him, like, you know, like, I know I'm that guy, like,
Yeah.
it doesn't really matter, like, you have follow through, but you're saying,
Yeah,
like,
because you constantly put in the effort. You know how hard you work.
absolutely.
And like anytime you achieve a goal, it makes you confident. When you set it,
That
push
part too,
forward,
yeah.
be persistent, and you know you can keep doing it.
And there's something like, you know, I'm sure that someone's talked about it before. There's something just attractive about somebody who, I mean, maybe they fight, maybe they play a sport, maybe they just gym, but someone that just goes and actually puts in the work every day,
Yeah.
puts their head down and work, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
That's an attractive trait to have.
Yeah, absolutely.
Instead of like, oh, I just sit at home and wait for the world to come to me. You know, that's not gonna get you anywhere.
Yeah, like somebody who's constantly challenging their comfort zone. And also just somebody who takes care of themselves. Like if you eat like shit, you don't work out, you watch Netflix all the time, and year after year, you just work, getting fatter, and you wonder why now your relationships are falling apart. People don't respect you as much in the business world.
Absolutely.
All that stuff ties in.
And I think a lot of people think everything comes back to money. But
yeah.
what's crazy to me is I feel like you could be dead broke, and man, if you keep yourself, you know, smelling good,
Yeah.
looking good,
Yeah.
in shape,
Yeah.
yeah, you can pull anybody, really.
Yeah, and you gotta feel good about yourself.
Exactly.
Yes, indeed, man. Like if you, at the end of the day, treat your body like shit, that chips away at your self-esteem. When dudes set goals and say they're gonna get in shape and don't do it, that fucks with their self-esteem. So when you invest in yourself, you start feeling better about yourself. You start valuing yourself more, and that translates when you meet women, they can feel that self-respect and that aura come off you, and that's attractive.
Absolutely.
Yes, indeed.
And it's something that women want to do too. Women like to work out.
Right.
Imagine if you're a pro at it. They don't want to work out with you.
Oh, for
They
sure.
want to learn something from you.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel like the two occupations where dudes can hook up with the most females for sure, like just by the nature of doing it,
Oh, you're making me look bad.
is personal training. He's a committed man. It's personal training and like photography, because they're always around women.
Photography.
Yeah.
Those photographers, man. It's so funny. That's definitely the number one piece of content I see online. It'd be like when your girl signs up with a new trainer, and it'd just be some funny like doing the stretches or something.
Yeah.
But
Absolutely.
yeah, that's hilarious. Absolutely. I mean, also just being a coach in general, like men and women, they're gonna get addicted to your energy. They're gonna get addicted to you if you are inspiring them on a day-to-day basis.
100.
You know. So you can take that to, you don't have to be a coach to do that, like inspire people and make them feel good about themselves, and they're gonna be addicted to you and want to spend more time around you.
100%, man. Yeah, with both men and women, like, so I actually am a yoga instructor too. So when I don't really do it as much anymore, but when I used to do it, there's something about like being in a room and like providing the direction and everybody's following your every instruction. The men come out respecting you more.
Yep.
The women come out more attracted because it's just nature. Like she just got led by you.
Absolutely.
And that's powerful. Yeah. So when did you compete in bodybuilding?
Yeah, so first time I competed was as a teen in the teen division, 2014. I did the men's physique category where you just wear swim trunks.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, I actually never liked bodybuilding. The whole idea of fucking shaving myself and like tanning up and judging my body next to this dude just so like 6 people that don't even fucking work out can judge us. I did it because I wanted to be a personal trainer. I wanted my own gym. I had this
Yeah.
whole idea and I needed that credibility to go with it.
Right.
So I was like, all right, cool. I got to become a champion and I got to become a pro. That way I can be like, I really do this shit. So that was the first time I competed. I got my pro card. It might have been like my 10th or 11th show in 2017
Yeah.
in Musclemania, California. So you probably, like, I would have been considered Mr. California for that show. And then 2 weeks or 4 weeks later at Fitness America, I became Mr. America, Junior Mr. America, took number 1. And then I competed at my first pro show where I took 5th. So that year I was number 1 in the world twice, and I got my pro card. And in 2019 I competed, was the last time I competed. That was in Miami at Fitness Universe, and I took 5th again. damn Koreans just come rip the fuck up.
Yeah.
So that was it. I haven't competed since. I was supposed to do a show back in 2021.
Yeah.
And there was this weird falling out that I don't really want to go into with the federation, and they just weren't up to standards of what I wanted to display myself at, really.
sure.
But yeah, that was the last time. And
But
that
like
was kinda
winning, that's how you got your credibility, your base of fans.
Yeah, absolutely. And then more so just from putting out content too. Like, you know, I'd say that credibility from showing people that like, look, I can bulk up. I've been 20% body fat before. I've been 4% body fat before.
Yeah.
Showing people that I can do both and I can change. And I did a powerlifting competition, like showing people that I know how to get strong.
Right.
Like my top squat was like 510. My top deadlift was 560. Bench, we're not going to talk about because like 315, but not as good. But just through different type of fitness competitions, really, and then just always just like putting out content. And it took fucking forever, man. I swear, like I felt like really just these last 2 years, I've like kind of kicked the door down as far as getting some followers and getting an actual audience, because it feels like I've been putting out content forever. Like you're asking about the vlog thing earlier.
Yeah.
I've put out 1,000 vlogs that I've gone back and been like, man, fuck this, and deleted it just because I'm like, I'm not even this person anymore. I don't even know who this guy is. I put out so much stuff on Instagram and just really just trying over and over again, and like finding like my niche of like who I am and like my own personal brand, really, you know?
Yeah, getting comfortable in front of the camera. I feel that, bro. Like I've been putting out content since like 2013, I think. With like no traction until 2020, really. Is like when, and then last year is when I started getting millions of views.
What was the initial pop off for you?
I put out a video, advice for gold diggers, and that was my first video to ever like legit go viral.
Okay.
Yeah, you know.
It got millions of views, and and it just like domino effect from there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my first actual million type view video came last year.
Right.
And it was so funny. I kind of hit this wall. I'm very transparent, so I'll just be honest. I hit this wall where I had just spent like 15 grand. Took me and my girl on this vacation. It was her birthday. I had to come out of pocket like 20 G's because my car just needed all these like routine maintenance, but I have an AMG, so routine maintenance is $20,000. And like I hit this wall, and I got into like this like state of emergency hustle mode, and I was like, fuck, I just spent like so much money. I need to like put out content instead of just like me flexing and like lifting, which is where I started doing more of those informative videos with the captions and stuff like that. And so I set a plan. I was like, all right, cool, I'm gonna post, you know, just start something I can actually do, like set a goal that I can actually hit. I was like, I'm gonna post every other day, make a video, put some captions to it. And I was like, one of these motherfuckers are gonna pop. And then the first video that I put out, 8 weeks later, just hit. And now it's like up to like almost 4 million views on IG.
Yeah.
And you know, I got
What
a
was that
couple other
video
ones. How to transform your body in 7 days.
Okay.
Which is funny because I feel like any of the videos I put out that have to do with the least amount of time and like easiest possible work are the ones that really hit compared to like the ones that I give actual information in.
I feel that.
Nobody wants to hear that it's gonna take years to build your dream
Everybody
body.
wants shortcuts.
But it's like basically like, look, drink your water, get your sleep, and you know, find some type of workout routine, anything that you love that you can follow and consistently. And that was what the video said basically, and it popped off, and now it's at like 3.5, 4 million views.
Yeah, yeah.
And then a couple other ones, you know, have hit a million and hundreds of thousands. So just trying to stay consistent and put that content out there.
You know what I feel about that too is like, everybody on social media, they want to put out content that makes them look good. So like you were talking about like the posing photos, like every woman does that. Just like, but when you're scrolling through the search feed, you're seeing the same shit, just a different person.
Right,
so it all blends in together. Like when you make content that's a utility for the end user is how I feel like you can get traction. Like putting out content that actually helps somebody.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
it's not focused on
some
you.
substance.
Yeah, yeah,
So
exactly.
that was where I was at with it. I was like, I got to do something different because other people are shredded. Like other people got abs, other people look good. Like I got to add some substance here. And like that was where the content came from. But let's get into this workout, man.
All right, man.
Okay, so before we actually start the workout, I want to take them through each exercise and break it down. We're gonna use a squat machine for the first compound movement. Coming underneath, feet are gonna be on the platform, nice and wide. What I like to do on squats is keep my ankles, heels, and knees stacked over each other. So your knees shouldn't be caving in. They shouldn't be pushing too far out. And then what you wanna do with your feet is keep your heels, your big toe, and your pinky toes glued to the floor, almost like a tripod. Think of your feet as a tripod, okay? We're gonna sit the hips back, drop down, nice and deep, past 90, drive and squeeze your glutes on the way up. Okay? That'll be the first exercise. Let me just see you do that one time.
All right.
This weight should be okay for you. Feet on the platform.
Good base.
Yep. Good base. Make sure that's out. Sit and drive up. Weight's okay, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Rack it up. Now, keeping your knees, ankles, heels stacked. Hips are going to shift back. Shoulders are going to lock into your armpits, squeezing your lats back. And then I always like to say big belly brace, which means that you're going to take a breath, hold it in your core, versus not like you were going to tighten your stomach if someone's going to punch you, but more so like you're trying to fill it up with air, like you were showing that you had a food baby.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
That's just going to hold your core and your spine and everything in place. Drive up. Down, drive up. Okay?
Yep.
Try that. In there. Bulgarian split squats. We're gonna do these body weight. One leg's back. Again, knee, ankle, heel stacked. You're gonna keep hearing me say that. Sit down, driving up on this front leg's glute. Up. Yep. Back of the foot's laying on top of the bench. Almost like a single leg squat, if you wanna think of it that way.
Yeah.
We're gonna go 8 each side. Down, drive it up. Simple as that. We don't necessarily want to lock the knee out.
Okay.
I would say bring it to 90%. That's going to keep the tension on the muscle.
Right. Oh, okay.
Now the GHR, my absolute favorite machine. If I had one leg exercise I could do for the rest of my life, it probably would be this one.
Really?
A lot of people like to do hamstring curls. This is like a hamstring curl on steroids. We'll lock in here. Most people don't know how to do it, which is amazing. Okay, knees shoved into the pads. Now what we actually want to do, because what I feel like most people are thinking is that we want to go down and do some type of lower back extension.
Right.
That's not what we're going to do. I'm actually going to kind of bend forward here and tuck my back. I'm going to drop down, touch the bottom, and then you're going to see my hips come back first. So this becomes a hamstring curl type of movement here. Okay?
Yeah, smooth. Yeah, I haven't seen this.
Try that out. You feel your hamstrings be hit like no other. You'll never do a hamstring curl ever again. Okay, so tuck. Yep, come all the way down, hips down first. Bring your hips back first. Feel the tension here?
Yep.
That's what we want.
Got it.
All right, and after that, we'll conclude the circuit with Stairmaster. We're just gonna come up here, hit the power button, wait for it to count down. We're gonna go level 7, green button okay. And we're just gonna do it for a minute, almost like a minute sprint. But obviously we're gonna do the Stairmaster just to put a little bit more blood into the legs. Cool?
Cool.
All right. All right, you're up.
This will be the first time most of my followers have seen me in shorts, like at all.
Or out of a suit, yeah? I say every time I see him, he's dressed pretty nice, and I'm never not in gym clothes. So this is a great way for busy professionals with limited amount of time to work out, especially if you want to hit weights and cardio. Most people try to do like a whole warm-up weightlifting routine and then like cardio afterwards, and it just doesn't work. It takes 3 hours. This we're gonna get done in like 30 minutes or less. So this year is to get back into yoga.
Yeah, man, you gotta come with me.
It was always humbling to be falling all over the place, out of breath, and like look to my left and see some old lady like standing on her head.
That heat is a different beast, bro.
I'll be honest, one of the only workouts I've ever actually tapped out from before.
Yeah.
First couple times I went, I did not make it through the hour. Ran to the bathroom and puked.
And for everybody listening, one of the best things that you can do to grow when you already have a routine in place and you're already achieving your goals is to just change it up. Like, I'm already comfortable in yoga. I haven't lifted weights in a couple years seriously. So this adds a new challenge, you know what I mean, to give myself and just push for it, you know what I'm saying, and keep growing.
Progressive overload is how a muscle actually grows. So always adding a different kind or a little bit more stress to your muscle than you did the week before. Same difference here. Almost like adding a new type of curriculum to your schedule. It's gonna change it up. Your body's gonna be shook, and then it's gonna grow from it. So it's time to get me into yoga now. So the trainers that work here, they don't have to talk to clients outside of the gym. They don't have to do any bookings themselves. The calendars are based off of their availability, and then I just do a 50% commission split with them.
Yeah.
So 50-50, 50 to the gym, 50 to them.
Yeah, they don't have any rent or anything. It's just, that's dope.
And that's, I guess, one of the main things that separates us from other gyms too is like, we don't just allow any trainers to come in here and like run their business, which I thought about it, but I'd rather keep it all under like one philosophy and kind of one game plan.
It's like uniform. But like, knowing that ain't nobody about to walk in, that's different.
Yeah. And then it's also, it builds a community in here. So whether people know each other or not, it's like when they're in here, they know like, oh shit, okay, cool, you go here, I know you're about this shit. Like, different mindset, I guess. You know, that's something that's fun for me. Just looking in, even from my office or at home, I have camera set up so like, and I can listen in and like seeing people push each other and like,
oh yeah.
Yeah, just like, you know, the 5 o'clock goers that are just in here. Maybe one of them's with a trainer, a couple of them are doing their own thing, other one's with a trainer, other one's finishing up, but they're all like supportive, talking shit, like just pushing each other for their own whatever. It's like it's a cool little community.
That's dope.
That's it.
Workout, bro.
Yeah, man. Good work.
Appreciate you inviting me over, of course.
Come back, man. Come back for some work. That was it. Easy day.
That was a hit workout. Quick, 30 minutes.
Leg day, calories burned.
Yeah.
You got your muscle activation, hypertrophy work, strength work. You got your cardio done. And when did we do that? In 30 minutes?
30 minutes.
So busy professionals, HIIT training is the way to go. And for anybody out there, locals, or even if you're out of state, you work out at a commercial gym, it's not it. Get yourself a private gym. Might cost you $100 more a month, but it's totally worth it because you're not gonna spend 3 hours there asking to use machines, socializing, bullshitting, walking around, get in, get out, get the job done.
100%, like, and that's why we work hard anyway, to have the money to afford like luxury and conveniences, right? Also get you a trainer. If you're a guy, you have a new goal, a lot of times it can be hard to really get yourself hard on the fast track to being disciplined, dedicated, and motivated. So get you a trainer. Another thing, dudes, you know, look at the men in your circle. There's always gonna be men at higher levels than you at certain things in their life. So do the uncomfortable thing, you know, hook up with a friend who's in much better shape than you, has much more knowledge than you. And that in and of itself, you're like, I can't look like a wussy.
Put yourself around dogs, man. Put yourself around some sharks. Put yourself around people who are already doing it.
Guys that are gonna challenge you, man. So whatever y'all do, stay focused on your goals, stay motivated, stay up.
See y'all next time.